You know what? Whatever. I just hit record. So behave.
Oh, that's a bit late now, isn't it?
I shall not behave in the slightest.
And hello to the 5 people that dare to watch us. We Fate Weavers are back for. We appreciate you. We are the Fate Weavers. We are back for whatever awaits us in this heavily homebrewed. Do we even play 5th edition anymore? Sure.
I don't know, you put us through some bullshit and we say maybe.
I mean,
say yes, please, and more.
if you
You say yes,
remake a
please.
ship,
The rest of us say.
if you remake a ship and you change one wooden board at a time, is there a moment
No,
where
we're not playing this game. No, stop.
Trigger's broom. It's Trigger's broom.
So yeah, we are playing 5th edition or something. So let's jump right back into the action because still nobody dares to sponsor us. Last we left off, you guys had a tough task: keep Mirko and Eric alive while they kept the barrier field, and Gaba. While Mirko and Eric, not Gaba, Gaba was useless, kept the
Outrageous.
Kept the protective barrier.
That's saying Eric with what, 5 exhaustion levels?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got exhaustion. I forgot.
So Mirko and Eric kept the protective barrier that allowed to keep most of the corruption outside while it was being siphoned and cleansed into the straw in the middle of Eric's neck. On which Mirko went inside of the straw and disappeared, and nobody has heard anything from her ever since. A shadow of one of the big demons, AzerrA, appeared and took the body of a supposedly deceased Lady Thuras, and they wanted to befriend you. They wanted to be friends, give you offerings, pretty much bring you guys to her side. And after a couple of hours of this going on and forth, Gaba went out of the protective barrier against everybody else's wishes and engaged in 1v1 combat with the shadow of AzerrA, under the promise that if she won, they would just leave. And you didn't win. You almost died, but everybody else started blasting the body of Thuras. And at this point, it appears like Mirko finished the ritual and managed to cleanse everything in the island. The lesser corrupted spirits faded away quickly. The corruption in all of you seems to have faded. And for a moment, everything was okay until you saw that Thuras was indeed alive, but corrupted. All of her scales started to fall down, her human skin turned reddish, and she was acting a little bit differently. You guys proceeded to carry everything into a cart and depart to the flying vessel, guided by Thuras and a 70%-ish vegetable rolling stone. That's where we left off, as you guys were walking away from Throsford with a cart, which I'm going to pose the question now. Did you guys take the time to grab anything onto the cart, or did you guys leave everything behind on the camp? Kauliki had already stolen most of Kaine's store.
I've just liberated it. That would be left here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, also a reminder, you don't hear any animal, not a bird, not an insect, nothing. Just the wind blowing on a seemingly deserted place.
I think if I could be so forward and say that Ephraim would grab our crate of mysterious potions.
That was what I was about to mention. Good thing.
And put it on the cart. And I'm useless. I'm exhausted, the same as Eric, I think.
Didn't my exhaustions go?
Everyone's exhausted.
Most of them.
Didn't they?
My exhaustion did not go.
Mine neither, I think.
I think that only Eric and Gava.
Yeah.
Only
mine,
Eric
mine
and Gava.
definitely went 0.
Because Eric and Gava are the Eric and Gava are the only ones that leveled up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm quote unquote the freshest, then I probably would have been gathering all the what's the word? All
Loot
the
crates?
not the loot, like the shit my team had.
Most
my
of the
dead
stuff
team.
was already brought. Well, yeah, you're the team, yeah. But Rolling Stone, for example, grabbed all of the important stuff and put it on a crate that's already in the cart. The members of the Raging Fox and the Sleepy Cow Guild that were fleeing and that are now kind of unconscious on the cart had grabbed some stuff, the most valuable ones, but everything like cookpots, fabrics, stuff like that was completely left behind.
Oh, I think I would grab some fabric. Because fabric is not too heavy.
Have you grabbed the roll of fabric? That thing can crush you.
Depends on how much it is. Or how the thread count is, and I will not bore you with that.
Okay. So, yeah, most of common items were left behind. You could rummage through if you want and look for something, but right now, the camp has been all of the important stuff has been left behind.
Has the magical silence tent survived?
The magical what? Sorry.
Silence tent.
That you can't hear out from the exterior.
I think, if I'm correct, that one got burned down when the ferrets attacked.
The spirits.
Snap.
And I think that Ephraim had recovered some of the runes and has in his inventory, if I'm correct.
Can we grab like 2 tents?
Yeah.
Or will that take too long?
No. I mean, you have no rush. As far as you know, you guys knew, the ritual cleansed all corruption. And as far as you can hear with the godly passive perception, there's nothing in this land. You have some animals that rush to you. I think, if I'm correct, you have a couple of porks and stuff like that. And those are literally the only sounds that you hear right now.
Can I release mine back into the wild?
Yep. Mine looks at you and goes like, "Ah."
And I'll chuck in a little gold piece or whatever is shiniest in my pocket. I'll flick it to him and I'll be like, "On you go, boy. Enjoy your life."
You throw him a gold piece?
Yeah.
Okay. Reminder, gold is very expensive in this world.
I have no need for such materialistic things, because remember the other person, the demon gave me some coins and I took 4 large silver, so that's get in my pocket.
Mine goes and grabs it with like the claws at the end of the wings, and starts munching on it, and then jumps on top of Kauliki and starts munching the coin on top of Kauliki's head.
Motherfucker, just leave!
You don't want to leave. You're stuck with a pet now.
I'm trying to give you a good home, because if he gives him off this island, he's gonna die. So,
Oh, that's their prerogative.
So yeah, as far as you guys know, there's no rush. I think Vishar and Quotul saw the flying vessel coming nearby. So as far as you know, everything is okay.
pretty sure he spent the last end of the episode everyone bullying me for committing a crime that I didn't commit. And I will die on this hill saying I didn't commit it.
But you did commit the crime.
Yeah, Thuras
Yeah.
is giving you the eye.
Yeah, maybe the else she wants.
Thuras, do you want something from the camp?
No, kiddo, don't worry. I have like a big mansion back in Elam. I'm kind of a big shot, so don't worry.
Great.
Just a question, Thuras. How will people generally react to your...
Appearance?
Yes.
Tough question. I would... Officially, I going to become a beacon for all of the adventurers that have suffered this, as something that will show them that even if you have been dark touched, you can still be in a high position, and it's not fear to go adventuring and get new lands for us. And that's the official version.
I think at this point you'll see Gabba rolling her eyes.
And what is the unofficial version?
Oh, people are going to fucking despise me.
Gabba then instantly gets a big smile.
Gabba, I feel so weak. Carry me, and I just like fall.
I put it, one sec. You're on the cart. This entire conversation, it was me and Eric were pulling the cart, and everyone else was just on top of it.
If Gava does nothing, Thuras will put her hand on your back and catch you and look at you in the eyes and go like, little kitten, don't worry. We got you.
Go for it. Go for the weird little dark touch thing. You ain't having this big old Gabba.
Nah. And I thought we were still in camp. Squeeze.
Oh yeah, and Cam might have picked you up, but no, I'm carrying you on my back anyway, technically.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah.
what are you guys doing?
I think we were. Well, I don't know if canonically
On the road again.
we were on the road,
Yeah.
just walking, pulling everyone.
Yeah. Me and Gabba just basically being workhorses at this point.
Yeah, sure. As you guys keep walking towards where the flying vessels normally land, the same place that brought Gava, Bishar, Quotal, Eric, and Ephraim to this place. Yeah, Kaulik.
Can I just like, when we're going through the woods, like look at Visha and ask, is your village somewhere near here? Do you want to say goodbye?
I have already made my goodbyes a couple of days ago before we went to the mountain. It's a bit of a detour, to be honest, and I don't think we can afford a day additional travel currently.
Now I don't want to be the guy, and I'm not even looking at you. I'm just going to pull it, so I don't avoid eye contact. I'm just pulling the cart, avoiding eye contact. Don't want to be that guy, but I haven't seen a living thing that wasn't inside that circle.
No, probably there's not very much left in the near vicinity, but it will get back eventually. It may take a while,
talking about your potential village not being a village anymore. Maybe a one-man show.
No, the people of the village have been evacuated weeks ago. I was one of the people who went along with them and came back again from the town whose name I don't remember. So there's nobody left there to die anyway.
Just the two big
Yeah, can I...
orcs.
Wait
those
a
giants
second.
that almost killed us.
Well, I haven't spoken to the authorities about those, but I presume they were just left behind previously. I don't really know
One
why, to be
second.
honest, but
This is the players saying, you went to your village
yeah,
and you talked to someone there.
I know.
No metagaming.
I said this is the players talking. Kaulika has no idea.
Okay, so as you guys approach the place where the flying vessel will land, 3 flares go flying into the air and start slowly falling. Ephraim would be probably the only one. Well, maybe Gaba. No, Gaba hasn't been part of the exploration teams, so Ephraim will probably tell you that it's flares describing that the flying vessel is going down and it's going to land, so clear way. There's like 3 green flares slowly falling. As it comes into view, you see this. It's to your size, it's enormous. It's gigantic. But for those of you that have seen the big vessels that are inside of the Empire, especially the ones used by nobles, even for you, Kaulik, if you have any memories of flying ships, but from way before, it's not that big. It would have the size of maybe a fast boat. So something maybe like 15 meters long and maybe like 10 meters wide. It's not that big.
Small fishing boat size.
Yeah, I would go. Yeah, sure.
15 or 50?
15.
Oh, okay.
It's not that big. And as it starts descending, you hear this loud, high-pitched whining of as you see the energy left behind by the ethereal engine. You see the ship has 2 sort of arms that seem to move. They have a cylindrical shape and seem to make small adjustments from time to time, and they go beneath the ship. And on each end of those, you see one of these. In this case, it is a cyan tintish glow emanating. As it starts to land, you see the details of this ship. It has the main deck, a small upper level where there's maybe place for like a cabin or a watch point, and there seems to be some sort of openings or windows for some what appears to be some sort of lower deck. It appears to have some sort of hatches, and for Gaba, probably the only one, you would know that this is from where people can either look outside or mount guns. So the ship starts to descend, and as it goes down, you just
At the same time, Gaba would ask, wouldn't their engine blow us away, Ephraim?
Well, no. The thing is that these Ethereum engines are actually really good, really efficient. They can convert energy in a very intense way or a very small way. So as they start to approach land, they need to turn off the efficiency to turn the engine off. I don't really know the exact of the scriptures, but I think, as far as I know, they will reload themselves as they are not being used. Also, if they were using the engines to the full potency in order to blow us away, they would most probably fly high away rather than landing. So Yes.
Kaulika is
got-
like a child looking out of the window of the car, like, what's happening?
Oh yeah. Also, the vessel is completely metallic. It seems to be made in some sort of white, shiny alloy. Think of aluminum, but whiter.
But more fantasy.
Aluminium, but fantasy.
Yeah.
It's
There's a silent X somewhere in there.
Yeah. As
no, there's an apostrophe somewhere.
as it touches
Explains
ground,
everything.
you guys see etched in some sort of runish golden etching. It has a name. It says the Nayarmas.
Give me, please, that in writing somewhere.
Niarmas.
Too fast.
I literally thought you said Myanmar's then.
Yeah. A few
Gabba
seconds.
I was going to say, Gabba will nudge Kaulik and be like, we could take this ship hostage and become pirates.
And why would we be doing this, Gabba?
You wouldn't hear that. It's between me and Kauliki.
My passive perception is 60.
That is...
I'll throw down for stealth.
Okay, stealth of mouth. Go for it.
Stealth of mouth.
Nat 20!
Oh,
Even Kauliki can't hear you currently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gavan, as you are telling this to Kauliki, I want you to give me a history check because, once again, you are probably the only one here other than Ephraim that has any idea.
12.
12.
12 plus 1, 13.
So, everybody knows about the big collapse 60 years ago. And before that, there was a big war of the gods. Like, we have talked about this many times, right? It was common sight to see vessels of this size as stuff for nobles or people with a lot of money. The thing is that after the Great Collapse, you have... this is not common anymore. You know that even this smaller one is kind of a big state asset. Like, it is probably one of maybe 10, 15 that you have heard of inside of the Longstad Empire. And the fact that it's coming here for somebody from a guild rather than a noble means that it belongs to the Free Guild Alliance. To
We
which...
have someone noble.
Yeah, Rolling Stone, but she's lesser noble. This ship, the Nayarmas, you, Gava, have heard that it belongs to the Raging Fox Guild, one of the only 3 flying vessels that is not in the possession of a noble. And one of the big things with exploring new lands and bringing new places into the Empire is looking for treasures like this, stuff that can no longer be produced. Because to create those 3 you mentioned, you need people that mechanics that are like super specialized. And the biggest thing, one of the shops of the Raging Fox Guilds when they go in expeditions outside of the Empire is to hunt for magical creatures, right? One of the reasons why you want to hunt for a magical creature is to get an airstone, the thing that powers all of the magical items. And an airstone big enough to power an engine for a ship of this size, we are speaking lesser dragons, stuff like that. So
Wait,
yeah,
wouldn't giants have to theoretically have
You don't know.
airstones?
You don't know.
Instantly, you see Gabba just turn around and start sprinting towards the giant's way.
So
Would
yeah,
I know.
You are not hearing. Gava has not divulged any of this information. But you can roll me a nature check to see if you know.
Me?
Eric, only Eric.
Okay.
So yeah, Gava, you know that if you were able to kill all the crew and steal the ship for yourself, you would be hunted down to the ends of the world.
I can just fly into. Listen. Gabba's big plan is just flying downwards to see if there's anything below. It's like Arya at the end of Game of Thrones. She just sails across the sunset, the setting sea.
She will kill us. Martin, do something about her.
What did you roll?
No, pardon.
Jason?
Him. It's not Gaba, it's Callum.
16 on the nature check.
Okay. You have some knowledge of giants. The thing is that how old is Eric?
Say his late 20s.
Okay, so Eric was
obviously-
born.
Oh, he's a
The rune,
kitten.
the rune
Eric's-
knights.
yeah.
Would have had some language.
Yeah. Eric was born in Nersandia. And the thing is that in the Longstad Empire there are no giants at all. So all of the knowledge you have is book knowledge, right? In the things that you have read, you haven't seen anything about giants being magical creatures. Yeah, there are some giants like the storm giants, which are the higher ranking ones, or the fire giants. Those have some sort of magic, but normal hill giants don't have any sort of innate magical things. So you wouldn't know if maybe carving them out you will be able to find some sort of condensed air stone, because you are not specialized in that and you are not a hunter. So you can certainly try.
Gabba would point and say, "Oh, pretty." I wouldn't divulge any of this. I wouldn't think it's important to divulge.
How does it stay aloft? It looks heavy. How? This is this magic? Is this? What is this? Why is this? Gabba, you explained that with the leaf and the ants and the wind, but it does not look like that.
I explained with the leaf from the wind and the
Yes, you said that flying ships are basically like we are ants walking onto a leaf during a storm, and we fly away on the leaf. That's where your words.
What? I don't
You sure that
remember
was
that.
me?
I was not here for
Yep.
that explanation.
Where was
Yeah.
this?
I need to go back to watch that episode.
This was.
Damn, I was poetic.
It's a rare moment of insight from Gaba.
Yeah, that big intelligence I've got. You sure?
Yep, that was you. Because Ephraim was saying a nice explanation, and then you came in with that.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
How it actually works, and then you came with, we are ants, don't worry about that.
Gabba, surprised at this moment of intelligence that she brought forward, would be like, it's close enough to magic to be magic. Put it that way. If I knew how to make one, if anyone knew how to make one, we'd be making them and making a lot of money. Not, and I look at the group behind us, not a ragtag bunch of people on the cusp of death. And I say death, I look straight into Duras's eyes as well.
She looks at you and goes like,
All right, shall we
okay.
board then?
So as the ship
That was the ninth
finishes, she knows.
Almost a year ago.
So as the ship finishes touching ground, everybody sees coming from down below a dwarf. You see this dwarf is dressed in a okay, normal names MP4. Okay. Filter account. I'm trying to fix like a problem on my side. There we go. You see this dwarf comes down of the Nyarmas. He has like a claymore on his back. He's wearing what you would Ephraim, Eric, Gava, and Quotl would know is a military outfit, like a commander staff, but it's ripped. Like the sleeves have been ripped, and he just descends on top of you, hair completely pointing up, long beard all the way to the knees, and multiple silver rings adornishing it. Look here! You guys survived! Cannot believe this!
Would any of us know who this is?
Nope. Thuras goes like, "But to be you, for fuck's sake. Lacte,
Oh, I like him.
what are you doing here?" This is Lacte, as far as Thuras just named. Oh, I just had to come back to get my girl. You would die without me. Oh, look like you already did. You okay, honey? Nothing that I cannot fix it. Lacte, these are the idiots. Idiots. Or what? She looks at Kauliki when she says idiots. Lacte, these are the guys that saved the district. Do you guys have a name?
The idiots.
Well, you've just named us. to be fair. I resent that name, so if we have to have a name, we'll think of one. But I guess placeholder for now.
I thought he was asking our names. Oh, I'm sorry.
We are the Raiders of AzerrA. Tedicard, roll his intro.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh well, congratulations on surviving this place. I think are expected in place. You look like a tattered group. You could use some ale. And this kind of was like, "Oh, ale? Yeah, of course. I would love some ale." Oh, I see.
will roll to see if I drink some ale. I resist the urge to drink ale.
I resist the urge to drink ale.
Well, come
We
on.
have an alcoholic idiot here.
Of
Beautiful.
course we do.
No, then
I will not roll and drink the ale.
you see a couple of crew members, mostly beast walkers and dwarves, come and start carrying on all of the crates in the cart. They offer you some drinks and stuff like that as they start carrying stuff, and goes like, "Well, first thing first, idiots, if that's what you want to be called. Who is the current commanding officer in this post? I don't think the Lady Thuras is. As far as I know, the papers mentioned Rolling Elstone. Where is she?"
I think she's in the cart.
You point to the cart, and
I point to where she is.
Rolling is kind of
She
Right
was
now.
like unconscious or something, right? Roland?
Yeah.
Oh, we
it was-
pepped her up.
unconscious with eyes
Yeah,
open.
I know, but
all of the people that were out of the field are kind of stiff, lethargic, eyes wide open. It's like almost as if they have been roofied.
What?
It's
They on a
it's-
high right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I forgot to do this. Could I just open my spiritual sense and just give them a once over, just see how bad they're looking?
Okay, so rolling Alstone seems to be okay. As you start smelling, I think, you are like a dog smelling for cancer at this moment. Oh damn, she's dying. So you start sniffling. Rolling Alstone seems to be okay. Like some small specks of corruption remaining, but seems to be almost like evaporating. The other guys are not doing so well. Give me a medicine check.
Same again, 16.
16. Something inside, something spirit related, you are not certain what, seems to have been severed. It's almost like if you have a tube and it's used to having like certain flow of liquid, and out of nowhere it has like 10 times that amount flowing through it. Something seems to have bursted inside, and it's healing, but it's like super slow.
Okay. I to the crewmen who are helping assist loading up the injured, I'll say, I'll sort of point out to the ones that have probably all those particular injuries and conditions. I'll say, could we perhaps place them in a separate room just as a precaution?
Aye, sure. You see everybody goes. It's like the crewmen offered you the drinks, but they stick mostly to the shops.
Can I be on the lookout for any beast walker that is a kind that I haven't seen yet?
Okay, so the crew consists of, as far as you've seen, like 10, 15 people, more or less. You don't know if there are maybe more down underneath, doing stuff inside of the ship. You see 4 of them are dwarves, 5 of them are beast walkers. You see there in the dwarves, I'm counting the captain. There seems to be 3 females and 2 males. Hard to tell because the females also have a beard. One of them even has a beard that curls over and is tied behind her neck.
Yes, queen.
The beast walkers, you see 2 are similar to Eric, feline in nature. Other variants, you as a player would know this to be a leopard and a tiger.
Yes.
2 of the other ones seem to be insects, very weird ones. One seems to be like a beetle with like everything, the horn, everything, pure beetle. And the other one, the other insectoid one, seems to be like a ladybug. The last beast walker that you see is a small, looks almost like a child in size, and has scaly skin, almost like a snake, but only on it. You can only see it from the neck beneath. From the hair up, seems to be like completely human. So you don't really know, but Eric would know that this is a complete hybrid of Peace Walker plus something else. The other crew members that you see are an assortment of humans and elves, and
Sorry,
that's
did you
pretty
just
much
say
it.
hybrid of a beast and a human?
Yes, Beast Walker plus human.
Similar to Ephraim or no?
Similar, yeah. Ephraim is Beast Walker plus dwarf.
I've just realised what that meant. Okay, carry on.
Okay.
I'm not okay with this decision.
Other than that,
If we
you
have
see.
fan artists, I want to see that.
No, we don't want to.
No, we don't want to see that.
No,
No.
Just send it to me.
Fate Weavers does not condone bestiality. Other than that,
Don't
you
condone it,
see.
but it happens.
Oh my god!
For fuck's
Well,
sake, Callum.
Ephraim's living in the thing of it happens. Look.
Other than that, you see mostly humans and elves. And from here, without going one by one, that's what you see. Like 10 to 15 people.
So no orcs. Interesting.
I will be creepily watching the beast walkers. Like, I don't realize how creepy I am being, but I am being creepy. If you know
You're
what I
like a
mean.
cat that's been like put up against the wall and they've like hunched it back up and it.
I probably nudge Cowleek and say, just act normal.
As you nudge Kauliki, Eric, you
I fall off the ship.
you hear a bloop bloop, and yeah, that's it.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
What bloop bloop?
That's it.
Bloop.
Tuk,
That's
tuk.
the horseshoe. You touched the horseshoe.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Gaba, based on your question, no works. I'm going to ask you to roll me a history check.
Let's just pretend that didn't happen.
Zero.
Yeah, okay. Moving on. Moving on. Lacte goes to Rolling Stone and... okay. Brings out like a quill, puts her the ink in Rolling's finger, brings out the paper and goes like... and kind of uses Rolling's finger with ink to draw something on a paper. Okay, everything's good. So, how quickly should we run from this place? As last time I heard,
Yes.
you guys were dying. Yes, that's all
The
I
answer
need.
to your question is yes. Yeah.
Wait. Before we carry, were the other people evacuated okay?
Oh, I
Are
have
they
no idea. No, neither I care.
Oh, which people do you mean?
The
Out of the game.
the
Out of the
other-
game. Because there were other people evacuated before this, and we know that they could potentially turn. So I was trying to get information, but I'm not going to treat this guy with the same contempt as Thuraz now. He's made an enemy. You're on the list.
That's a grudging.
Gabba
Lacte?
would.
Oh yeah, go.
I was going to say Gabba would respond with, "What do you mean you don't care?
Different
Part of
ship.
your- That's it.
Yeah.
It's a different ship. You didn't send a report.
No. I mean, if you live in a city and another city is going through a pest, do you care? No, you only care about your people. Same thing with my ship. If you're in my ship, I care for you. If you're not in my ship, you are dog shit.
It kind of tracks.
I mean, everybody's thinking about it. I'm just saying it out loud. Sorry if the truth hurts you. Would you like a
How
hug?
close is Lacta towards the edge of the
Come
The
on.
island. I'm just asking.
At least 1 kilometer.
Then Gabba does not try anything.
I don't know anything but you, so I don't care for anyone but you, if you know what I mean.
See,
I
the
kind
pretty
of-
lady gets it.
I'll just look at Kaurigi with disgust. What do you mean? Just look at Stop contradicting me.
Gabba, look, Gabba, whilst the sentiment is perhaps tactless, it is also a hard truth. I probably wouldn't have cared about you or your existence until we met in that cave.
Okay, but what happens if your mother was on that ship? Would you care then?
Look, come on, it's hypothetical. Nobody cares about hypothetical. Yes, I would
Okay.
care if my mother was
But
in the ship,
on-
but she was not, okay?
Oh, but
Plus,
my
my
brother
mother
was on that ship.
wouldn't.
Sorry again?
Sorry?
But my brother was on that ship.
Oh, then you should care. Do you know the name of the ship?
I think Thures or Rolina would know.
Torres goes like,
Uh,
yeah, so your brother is the dog. But you are a cat.
Yeah,
Uh,
yes.
Okay,
by
sure.
bond, not by blood.
Yeah, that makes more sense. So the name of the ship is called the AzerrA.
We send
AzerRY.
Nope.
Can we send a message to them just to find out how they're doing?
Well, the only person in this place that seems to know how to send a message is kind of there. And he points to Rolling,
Rolling.
still with the finger up and ink dripping.
Can I?
Oh, I
can
will prestidigitate that ink away from
Can I give Rolling Stone a big slap? Okay, that didn't work.
Gabba, let's worry about that once we are on the other side. There's no point us
Eric.
worrying now if
We
we
need-
can't take care of
Right,
ourselves.
you say this. We need. Yeah, the ship's here. We're fine. We need to worry about this somewhat because let's remember what happened here. We don't. We know that this island is clear.
Oh, we hope this island is clear.
Ooh.
Nothing's alive. Look.
So the place
We
is
can be
clear.
attacked by now.
Then we don't need to run.
Well,
As I
Potentially.
said,
we still
hope
have injured.
this island
Yeah.
is here. Clear. Is this island here?
Is it metaphysics?
Okay.
How is the island? What is the island?
Why?
Why is
Why is the island?
Can I ask just out of character? Has it been a day yet since I've said? Have I slept since? Or is it a day since I've said bunny or rabbit? Just
Nope.
try it out. Okay.
It's been like the same day for the last 5 games.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Well. Do we? So we just want to leave? We just want to get out of here. Do you want to do like a little fly over the island, just a little goodbye? Levishar, do a little rolling hand wave to all the potentially dead villagers in his village. You know, don't just do any of this.
Well, I would
The
certainly
villages
advise
have
that
been evacuated.
if we don't have any urgent needs to get the fuck away from here, we could let the ship rest maybe for a couple of hours, recharge the engines. We have 4 days, luckily, until we reach the Empire again.
How fast can we go away should anything bad happen?
How fast can you get back to my ship?
We will remain here. What is the chance of making it if we don't let the ship recharge?
Well, if we want to force it, I would say 50-50. 50% we make it to land, 50% everything explodes and we find out what's beneath us. The appropriate protocol would demand that we land for a couple of hours in some other places along the way, smaller patches of land that we can find. If we don't find any patch of land, then the 50-50 comes back into the equation. But if we can let the
Alright.
ship rest, at least we can be certain for 2 or 3 days.
It might be best to let the ship recharge here for a couple of hours then, but we do need to hurry because while the dark spirits have been dispersed and suppressed for now, they will probably return at some point, so we shouldn't remain here for too long.
Dark spirits, you say? He grabs some salt and throws it on top of his shoulders. Ooh,
Fisher,
that's bad
as
juju.
a maths genius myself, 50% now or 50% in a couple of days is still 50%, so it's might as well just risk it, you know?
No, it's 50% if we leave now, and if we let the ship recharge for a couple of hours,
We
I
have better
presume the
odds.
chance becomes better.
No, you just said if only 50, if unless we find land, it's still a 50% chance. So, you know, what's the worst that can happen? You know, we get
I
to see
think the
what's
name
below the
idiots
pink.
Is this
fits very
true?
nicely right now.
There is always a 50% chance of failure from here towards whatever the town's called.
Well, it is more like the engines try to suck ether from the air constantly to recharge something. I don't know. My mechanic takes care of all of this bullcrap. I just ride the ship and avoid the dragons.
Excuse me?
What? Do you want me to get my mechanic to explain something of how it works?
What are dragons?
Oh, flying things. Do you look at Snakeboy
Yes,
there?
it's-
Think of Snakeboy, but larger, more scaly, and with wings.
It's
But
more
they
of
Like
a
those and-
bedtime story for now. So, bottom line this from me. Whether we leave right now or in a couple of hours doesn't
Makes
matter
no
at all.
difference.
No. Right now, if we leave, right now we have 50-50, and we are in kind of a desperate need to find another patch of land where we can pray to Longus or whatever other god you align yourself with, that we will be able to let the ship rest and recharge it. If we let the ship rest, then we can pray tomorrow, because we will have a day to find somewhere to let the ship rest.
So we would have a longer period in order to find another patch of land to rest on.
Exactly, furry boy.
You're basically saying that I have to choose between a 50-50 chance of life or death or spend the next 6 hours with this man? Is that my options?
I
'Cause
mean,
I think I'd rather the 50-50 chance of life or death.
I've been with
I
some
say this in a
orcs,
group.
Yeah,
but I don't fancy you, lady, sir.
I just
How
ignore
long
it.
would we need to
your
rest here?
problems?
I mean, look, Gabba, to be fair, you've lived your... In the time I've known you, you've lived your life 50-50, to be quite fair, especially with the drinking, so...
What is life
I'm-
but living 50-50, one
I'm not-
50-50 at a time?
I'm not surprised there, so...
I would like to enjoy the life I got a little longer than just.
You've enjoyed your
50-50.
life for 200 years. You have no say in this matter. Keep out of this.
She was asleep for a majority of that.
Well,
thank
she
you
wasted
very
her
much.
life sleeping. I can't help that. I could waste my life sleeping, but I'm here getting drunk and running around and finding weird gauntlets and shit.
I
Yeah.
wasn't voluntarily sleeping. I'm sure. I'm nearly sure of that.
You're a cat. Cats always sleep. Next question.
Turas goes next to Kaulik and goes like, long nap apart. You don't look a year older than 14, so care to tell me how you did it?
If I would know,
She-
I would tell you. Not immediately, but I would tell you.
Okay, then keep your secrets.
I have no idea.
So, as my commander officer is laying on a cart, probably in a vegetable state for the next foreseeable future, Longus pray her soul. What are we doing? As far as I see it, the Dragoneer lady here, my sunshine, is the one that has all of the authority right now over us.
As soon as he says sunshine, Galba vomits a little in her mouth.
I am coming somewhere between the three men and this. Is there like a romantic tension here? That I'm
Who
picking up.
knows? Who knows?
Ignore.
I'm saying that loudly enough for the two of them to hear me.
I'm just going to say this out of character. You all think I killed her, so I've got to be romantic towards her.
Not you. I mean the captain and Thuras.
Turas goes, ignore what the idiot says. Idiots. I'm just... you know what? You decide what the fuck you want to do. I need to rest. I feel like I've been stabbed today, okay? And she just goes on board the ship.
Sorry, that was Galba's internal monologue.
Telepath.
It's not. It's.
Okay.
Alright.
I think.
Since nobody seems to be able to make a decision here, let's just let the ship recharge for a couple of hours and then
Yeah,
leave.
that was my thinking. Let's let it recharge whilst the crew load up everyone. So then at least we can leave at a moment's notice.
Okay, it is, my friends. And he goes like, and you see the Beastwalker kid that looked like a snake from neck down comes walking with like two big crates of ale, like small bottles. Here you go, Captain. Good boy, Snake Boy. And he just grabs like 2 bottles. Okay, drink up. We have some hours before we need to depart. You certain that this place is safe and no dark spirits, right? He grabs some more salt and throws it on top of his shoulder.
Yes, we should be fine for the next day at least. So if we can let the ship recharge for, let's say, 8 to 10 hours or something, then we can go and leave in peace.
Good enough for me. Starts drinking a very big bottle of ale. And grabs another and kind of passes it around.
I take it.
Sure.
Yeah, mechanically, Eric will do a second win to get some hit points back, just in case something goes down. I rolled a 10.
I struggle with the cork.
I reach over and just go.
Okay.
And I take a sip.
Are there any trees in our vicinity?
What?
I've heard,
yeah.
is there any treason in our vicinity?
Is there any treason?
Prisoner.
If anything, I'm the treason. So, is there any
You are.
trees or like bushes or something I can whack in our vicinity?
Not in the vicinity, but if you are willing to walk like maybe 500 meters, then yeah.
Is there like not like even a rock on the floor?
Yeah, sure. There's a rock on the floor.
I'm just gonna start whacking the rock with my gauntlet. No.
The training session.
I would ask. I'll ask if anyone wants to spar, but I'm guessing no one wants to spar a crazy potential murderer. You know.
After a few sips, I'll sit down next to her. I'm not sparring. Just a little bit faster. A little bit faster. Come on. I've passed the bottle to someone who wanted it. A little bit faster. And put your feet in a different position.
Can I whack Kauliki's toe with one of the whips?
Make an attack check.
A cold shot.
I got that one.
Yeah, Kaoliki, you see Gaba after you are giving her pointers, she goes like, Kaoliki, give me an insight check.
There. Oh, that's nice. That's a dirty 20.
Oh, you see Gaba kind of looks at you from the side of her eye, and in the middle of like kind of doing what you are telling, she tries to grab your feet, but sees that she fails and goes like, oh no, and goes back to like whipping so that you don't realize it. You know that she tried to attack you.
Darling, that was a little bit too slow. The next time, if you want to grab my feet, you have to be quicker.
21.
Yeah. Do the damage and knock me out.
Literally, I guess it wouldn't be damage. Can I do an attack without doing damage, or does it have to have damage?
At least
I
one
think
damage.
Depends what. Oh yeah, what's your intention?
Well, more to trip her more than anything.
Well,
I am sitting.
Oh, it's more to drag her. Just like those the video where they're on the floor, they just drag them. Yeah, like that. I say.
sure, we will consider it a grapple.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm not even rolling.
I pull out and I go, do you mean like this? Is that good enough for you?
If you wanted to be closer, you just have to ask.
Ah.
Oh.
Gaba ignores Kaoliki in her drunkenness and carries on whacking the stone.
All right.
Okay, those of you
Fisher
that
will.
drank, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Helena's playing a part by having hiccups.
That's a 20.
Yep, you are good.
Like, dirty 20.
Eric is not drinking.
I didn't drink.
Okay,
No.
so I have my bottle.
Neither is Fisher.
Okay,
No,
I have my
not
bottle.
drinking.
Eric does not feel the need to drink.
Okay.
Gaba kind of.
What is everybody else doing?
Killing someone.
Well, as soon as we establish that we will not be leaving for a couple of hours, Fisher will walk towards the nearest forest edge and basically spend 8 hours to cast the secondary effect of plant growth on the area around us.
Yes.
Okay. You go and you do that. Quattle?
He wants to try something to do with Rollin. He wants to see if he can communicate with her somehow. Hopefully, he's gonna try and use message. So maybe she's able to whisper incoherently or something similar, and he's just gonna try and communicate and see how she's doing.
I think that for a message to work, you actually need to speak, if I'm correct.
Well, if she's with it enough to like mumble or whisper or see.
If there is anyone who does fanfiction who's watching, can you just do a fanfic of Quattle rolling into his shell, like trying to shout to him in his shell? I just a head in the top of the shell going, "Wake up!" That's how I'm imagining this entire scenario going. I can't get it out of my head.
Quattle, you get no response, but I will allow you to do a medicine check.
Okay. That is a 17.
You start. You are magic itself. So, as you start approaching Rolling, you see these two silhouettes made out of electricity, just following you, and they just sit next to you. One kind of pokes Rolling. You just like ignore them and try to check her. she's breathing. Physically, everything seems fine. The eyes seem to like move. So she's conscious. You infer, but it seems like her mind is broken somehow. Like she, even though she's conscious, doesn't seem like she has control over her body. Maybe. So it's hopefully something that will fix itself with some time, but you are not certain of a way to bring her back to her full capabilities right now. Anything else?
No. He'll probably continue. Just make her comfortable, stuff like that, and bits and pieces. Just take care of her, and then rest for a bit.
Yep. Ephraim will be geeking out with the engineer mostly. Eric, what are you doing?
So, Eric, since leveling up, has obtained some sort of book.
Yeah.
Knows not where this. Go on.
Sorry, I have a question that I should have asked probably last episode. Did you remove the straw? Or do you still have a straw coming out of your neck?
The straw went in him.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
Get
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I remember.
Otherwise, he definitely would have fucking pulled that shit out.
Seems like a big source of infection if you left it in there.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I can't remember if I've described what this bucket looks like.
Yeah, you described it as generic cookbook from Europe, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it has like basically probably like a rabbit's paw, like the print of a rabbit's paw on it, and it's kind of curious because he doesn't quite know where it's come from, so he's probably like spending time sort of flipping through the book and kind of understanding what these recipes are. Like he sees there's stuff that says get the list out, like really simple recipes, literally says warm milk or plain old roasted carrots. Then it gets more not complicated, but something like spicy roasted pepper. So what the hell is this? It's like, okay, starts looking through these recipes, and probably innately understands there's something slightly magical about these recipes, but doesn't quite. Actually,
as you are reading
I know what I want to do.
Okay.
I will look at the sprinkles and ice cream. Read it through my mind, and then read it out loud.
Okay.
And probably, hang on, let me just check this out.
Okay.
Probably inadvertently cast it.
So
where Gabba would be training?
Wait a second. What's going on here?
So you're using your
You're so pretty,
chef's,
when you're doing like that.
you're using your chef's recommendation. Okay.
Chef's recommendation while we've got a drunk cat and a barbarian training. This can only go one of two ways.
It's sprinkles and ice cream.
Okay.
What more do you want?
So
So if I
Okay,
see
okay.
this correctly, yeah.
So you are keeping the list of recipes that I sent you, and those are the ones you have prepared right now, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Because I remember changing this feature a couple of times.
Okay.
Okay.
'Cause
So
I'm going by
the thing is
last
that
iteration you gave.
yeah, the thing is that you don't choose which one happens. You
Okay.
roll a d6.
Let's go, baby.
So
Don't you kill us.
go ahead and roll. Yeah, let's start with that.
5.
A 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So as you are reading the stuffed pancake recipe, you are reading the page and it appears like as you read, additional notes appear. It goes like, remember to use goblin milk for additional taste. And you are like, what the fuck? As you are thinking and start reciting it out loud, like the ingredients come to life in front of you, and they merge into a thing, and a giant pancake appears in front of you, Eric. Bounces, smells delicious. After 6 seconds, the pancake falls to the ground.
Strange. Does it stay?
Yep. You just grab it and
Yeah, I basically like grab it and like tear a piece off and nibble.
perfect. The best pancake you've ever tasted.
I guess I throw it to Kauliki, and here you go.
It's a pancake it's not a pancake this big. It's a pancake as big as your chest.
All right.
I will do gosh, that's big.
You should eat first and drink later. That helps
Yeah,
with the hangover.
definitely eat that. That will help.
You're funny.
You see Gabble's back, and she's like, "I'm not dealing with this. This is your problem. No one looked after me when I was drunk."
That's
I
because
think you should go a bit faster. And when I say a bit faster, can I do like an Arcana check, or like I'm not in control anymore? Clearly.
Do not kind of
Okay, sure. Give me. You know that you rolled a 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Give me an Arcana. Give me an Arcana. If you think you are drunk, give it to me with disadvantage.
she's eating the best pancake in her life.
That is still a 15. It's an 11
15.
and a 15.
She's probably eating the first pancake in her life.
Yeah, let's say, yeah.
Maybe. Really good, really rich flavors. You can definitely feel the goblin's milk.
What is goblin's milk?
It's
We don't want
How
to
do you milk a goblin?
it seems to stay in place.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
You
I
eat
mean-
it and you feel the stone in your chest kind of react a little bit to the magic. So it is magic indeed. It feels tingly.
It tickles.
Eric, what did you do to her? Because
I'm not quite sure of what's this and kind of hold up this book. What this magic is, though I have some inkling that it's come from Mirko. So I'm trying to understand as to the abilities it has. Perhaps it can be a bit more useful.
Mirko the
To
bunny
us.
lady.
I mean it. If you have anything like that and you don't uncurse me, we're not friends.
if I can, I will attempt to. But there's no promise.
Hi.
Is there a way that you could knock someone out without hurting them?
It's called grappling them until they go to sleep.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Oh shit.
You would not do that to me, would you? I'm just cute.
Eric, as Kauliki says, I'm just cute, you hear plop plop once again.
Can I make a perception check as to where the hell
Please do.
Yeah, sure.
that noise is coming from?
Sure.
22.
It's coming from Kauliki's chest.
Ah.
I think her heart's about to pop. Could
I go out to Kauliki and say, "Do you hear that, Kauliki?"
What? Should we go be very quiet?
Do I hear it?
No sound.
What do you mean?
Have you interacted with any spirits that perhaps neither myself or Vishal were around for?
And I come really close to you. Are there spirits here?
Are they?
I don't know.
Are they living inside you?
Oh, there is a lot of things living inside me.
Well,
Mainly
let's not-
fleas. You hear Gabba just shout.
Gabba, you feel a cold, wet cat paw smacking you across the face.
Let's start with the most recent one.
Did I tell you my name is Celia? Not Kauliki.
How do you spell that?
Yeah, I was gonna say what?
There was when I slept. There was a lady that came to me and said, "Oh, come here, my child, my little Celia." And I wasn't like that.
I said, did she say mycelia? Because that's also what they call fungus.
What fungus?
Kaliki's a mushroom.
Who is? Who?
Mushroom boy.
I'm
Such a
going
fun
to say.
guy.
I'm gonna ask. Who called you Celia?
No, it was a pretty lady, and she was really nice. I'm tired, and I like doze off like a little bit.
Okay, I let her. So I just put her down to sleep.
I'm just gonna put it down.
Put it down.
Go
Period.
to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Yeah, I just let her sleep it off. That's very strange. Would I have known about different names or historically people taking on different names or being given different names?
Give me a history check with disadvantage.
I was gonna say it's probably very vague.
Could I was obviously near, could I help somewhat?
No.
Just didn't know.
No.
I'll just carry on punching Finny.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, you have no idea. It's like it's not uncommon for people to get names, but that's normally when they reach a new thing. Like even in our world, in people change their names when they get a new post. Like the Pope changes the name. People from China, when they get to king, change their names. Stuff like that. So it's either that or maybe she's crazy.
I'd probably put it down to a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Kind of make a note of it in my sort of mental palace and
Mind palace.
yeah, mind palace, and just okay, well,
Martin, I have something for you on Discord.
well, yeah, I will sit with her while she sleeps it off.
Oh, do it.
Do it?
Do it.
Just do
it.
I'm waiting for like a Galadriel moment, you know, where she like goes into like.
22.
You okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Or is it with disadvantage?
She's drunk
Because of
disadvantage.
exhaustion.
No, it's how. Is it saves?
I think that's like third one.
Yeah,
Okay.
third. Yeah, ability checks is disadvantage.
Yeah, so
Saving
no,
throws
it's
and attacks is third.
But I am in drunk.
nah.
Okay.
No.
So
No.
22.
She wants to fail. Kaliki goes to sleep.
Yeah.
So Eric, Gavara, Kotal, you guys doing anything else? Bishar is wolololo to the forest.
Is Thuras on her own that no one else can see her?
Turas is inside of the ship.
I could stealth and kill her. Nah, we'll leave her alone.
Gabba,
Yes.
I've been wondering,
Yes.
do you have problems with authority, and does it stem from any thing in your past, or do you just not get along with many people that are higher up than you?
I come from tribes. You obviously gotta have a leader, you know.
Mhm.
Got a problem with it. You know, I believe in kings. I believe in monarchy. I believe in leaders. No, got no issue with it. Incompetent leaders. That's a different matter. But you know, everyone's got leaders. Can I stop punching now because Mam's in?
No, I think you should continue.
Okay.
So you see Furas and this captain as incompetent.
Oh, that little dwarf boy? Oh, that man's incompetent. No, Thuras kind of knows what she's on about. Like, she's got some sort of like, think something about her. Can't really organize an army. She got after if camp killed, but she's got something about it.
So when it comes to Furas, it's something deeper and more psychological.
She's a bastard dragon newt. What do you want me to say?
And where does that prejudice come from?
Right. So you obviously know the story of dragon newts and orcs, yeah?
No.
Gather round, children, as I talk to you about why I don't like them. Let me just quickly get.
I'll keep an ear out for this.
I just want to actually get the name right of what. So, once upon a time, dragon newts used to treat orcs like slaves, and we were under their thumb. We were tortured. We were second-class citizens. and we had a massive uprising. And as you can see, the way she would talk to me, she thinks I'm a slave. What's that all about, huh? Like, if you ask me, that's not okay.
And how long ago was this?
2,000 years ago.
I mean,
Roughly. Well, I guess in
2,000 years. This was
Oh,
this was before the advent of the elves and the rebellion of the dwarves. So yeah.
about 2,000 years ago, give or take. Don't matter. Still hold a grudge.
Well, obviously that she can't be held accountable for the sins of her forefathers. It seems like you're projecting.
No,
Some
she can't
sort
be
of-
held responsible for sins of her forefathers, but she could be responsible for the way she talked to me.
Maybe it's not so much as that sort of slave relationship. It's more the fact that she holds a higher position of the guild and therefore has more power.
I'm not in a guild anymore. I threw away my guild oath when me and Eric were in with the little goblins.
Oh, I haven't heard much about this. What happened?
No comment. It's still a touchy subject.
Ah, so there's some trauma there, by the sounds of it.
Are you trying to currently? Do we know what psychoanalysis is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you trying to psychoanalysis, yeah, wherever that word is. Me.
Well, I find it's easier to get along with people that I know more deeply.
Look, my thing is, I'm loyal to my friends. I'm loyal to people who are loyal and are loyal to me. But who, like, we've been through hell and back. Literally, we literally went to the depths of hell, fought a tree to try to kill us. I think that's quite bondful, if you ask me. Like, you know, you four, you're all right in my books. Listen, I know I made the quip about the turtle soup. I wouldn't really make you into turtle soup unless you died, of course. Then that would be a waste of resources. But and listen, your shell would be the perfect canister to carry around for us to constantly do broths. But except from that, except from your untimely death by the hands of someone else, I'll got you back. You know? Look, I would have happily killed those two kids that were following you around if I saw them, but I couldn't see them. Maybe I should psychoanalyze you. Why do you see kids?
I don't know.
Good question. Good answer. I mean, you know. I'm currently working out. Do you honestly think Gabba's like paying attention? Listen, I'm okay with everyone. I'm okay with everyone except Thuraz and except that weird dwarf. Because let's be honest, if he did fall off the island, who would care?
You look behind and the
What?
dwarf is running, dashing towards the island, and three of the crew members tackle him.
So, is there anything else you'd like to know about me? I literally stop exercising at this point and go like this.
I would like to know what actually happened out of the bubble.
Contested persuasion check.
Yeah, I don't mind persuasion.
Charisma boy.
That's actually what I was going to say.
Although Gabba is quite charismatic as well.
I am very charismatic. What's my persuade? 21. And
21.
Yeah, way more charismatic. 16.
listen, I went out there. There was I saved the people. There was casualties. save the many to save the save the many to save the few. Surely, saving the many was the right decision in that case. You saw me. If I wanted her dead, I could have killed her. You saw me literally. You were the one who was on eyes on. I had her on the floor. I could have easily squished her skull in. I could have watched her ugly brains drip onto my hands. I could have watched her life disappear from this universe, but I didn't. So if I didn't do it then, why would I? Why I would have? If I killed her, I would have killed her again. To me, it makes no sense not to, especially if she saw it, because obviously it come back to bite me on the ass. I'm not a murderer. I love people. Just ask the cat.
You did have the chance, but perhaps you only didn't do it because you were being watched.
I didn't know she was a demon. Did you know she was a demon? Oh, sorry. I didn't know that she wasn't a demon. Did you?
I could sense it.
I can sense people hate me. Doesn't mean they do. Look at Eric, for example. I think he hates my guts. He still hasn't left me.
As he says that, I will attempt Chef's recommendation again.
Sure. Roll a d6.
This is gonna be fun. 2.
2. Let me go to your thing.
You and Sissy see Galba just turn into flames. Ah!
2. Scary spooky pumpkins. Okay. On Gaba.
Probably because I'm like I don't even know where I'm pointing. I'm just like listening to Gaba, and I'm probably like innately just pointing at her, like
Okay.
unintentionally.
Do you want to describe it, or do I do it?
Probably because I don't have real control over how it happens. I just
Yeah. Okay. So
try and do it.
you are flipping through the pages, kind of ignoring these two. Kauliki is sleeping next to you, and you come on this recipe called Scary Spooky Pumpkins. You start reciting it out loud. Pumpkin appears, starts to being carved quickly into like a Halloween pumpkin, and flies toward Gaba, straight into her mouth. You'd automatically chew on it. It's the flavor of a pumpkin mixed with some sort of cream, and flames come out of your mouth for a second, and you are like, you start listening.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Go for it.
Just reenact that. Because obviously, Eric doesn't hate me.
That's exactly why I was like, whoop.
13 is either a what is my wisdom?
That's probably
12.
he fails.
You fail. You eat the pumpkin. Kotl, you see Gaba's eye go complete dark, and Gaba, like even your white part of the eye goes black, and you start listening. I heard you call for me. Yeah, he called for us. We should go for him. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, actually. The bastard, the half here is kind of angry, right? Gaba, you start seeing Thuras and Mirko come on over your shoulder and look at you. As they look at you, they have blood pouring out of their eyes. And maybe we could bring her with us. Yeah, the bastard said Bunny, we could take care of this. you are in a complete fear state.
Cool.
I'll just freeze. Literally freeze still. And
Yeah. Kotal, you see
I-
Gava
I-
tripping.
I look up like, why did she stop speaking? And then I realized where my finger's pointing, and I was like, oh.
What
right.
happened, Eric?
Sorry, I've been trying to get used to this book, and I think I've accidentally probably tap into her fears. Doesn't say concentration. No, it does say concentration, so I would know. I would immediately gain the sense of concentration. It's like, oh right, snap my fingers to break, to drop the spell.
What's happening? Are we fighting?
No. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep.
what the fuck happened? There was a pumpkin in
Why
the...
is it so cold?
I sort of close the book, tuck it away, and I say, perhaps
Other
more.
stories?
Perhaps more practice is needed before. No. You go back to sleep. Perhaps more practice is needed with this later on.
Gabba would probably, in his scared state, like go into like a fetal position, but curl up to Cowley. I'll be like,
Just big spoon.
no, I'm Little
Yeah.
Spoon. I'm Little Spoon at this point because I'm like,
Like, yeah, cat making biscuits. You feel like my claws are out, like little pinpricks, like typical
depends
cats.
when you're doing it, because if you're doing it on my back, you're doing it onto straight armor, so you're just losing your
Clink, 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 clink.
Yeah, I'm just clinking. A
It's
little
like
bit.
a scratch ball,
Oh,
basically.
I'm sharpening my claws on
Metal.
Baba.
Yeah, no, I wasn't quite sure how that worked. That's interesting. Let's save that for another time.
Yeah.
You guys are never leaving this island.
Hey, you want it role playing?
You gave us 8 hours.
You know the
I am
Brook-
taking my long rest.
exactly.
Okay.
You know the Brooklyn Nine-Nine meme. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I
Which
ordered
one?
everyone to have role playing. The Captain Holt one. So I was like, well, okay. Sorry about that.
Can you imagine? You got like Quattle's like, I'm about to break this person down. Find out what the inner core is. Instantly freezes.
Yeah. So we are going to move forward. Everybody gets a long rest. Nothing really happens.
I'm
Do I get my
assuming
spell slots
since
Is it
I
a comfortable long rest? Just asking.
You could have gone into the ship. There are like hammocks. You could sleep in the hammocks. There's no threat at all, so it is probably the first restful night that you've had in weeks.
Okay,
do
what
I
does
get a
that
long
mean?
rest right now since I've been casting a spell for 8 hours?
After you finish casting the spell, yeah.
All right.
Martin,
Mm-hmm.
you took 2 spell slots from me.
I did.
Do I get them back?
No,
Fuck. Okay.
you get to roll a Constitution saving throw.
That's fine. Yep.
I'm going
Look at all
to
these
tell you
spell slots I
that you
regret.
need to roll over a 20.
So a 12 or higher on the die.
Yep.
18 plus 8.
You
I
get
think it's
one.
enough.
one of your spell slots back.
Which one? The second or the third?
The third.
Think.
So, come the next morning, you all are greeted by it's like a small bell, like going ping, 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 as everybody immediately wakes up and goes to the top of the deck. You all see the captain, Captain Lacte, is going. Okay, everybody. Top of the day to all of you. So it is time that we get out of this place. We were not attacked on the beginning, but we still somehow managed to lose a person. You see, somebody comes running. Sorry, Captain. They had to go explore. Eric, Bishara, and Kotel, you see that he has a pouch with some coins. Okay, very well. So we didn't lose anybody. Success.
Can I
Now-
sleight of hand those coins?
Hmm?
Can I try and sleight of hand the coins?
You don't see the coins.
Can I? Oh.
Well,
Right.
so the fact that we were not attacked seems like good enough reason to try to come and retake the land, but that's not for me to decide. Now, everybody to your positions, we have work to do. To the idiots standing there, you can be free, don't worry. You are not trained for this type of work.
Am I
Good.
trained for this type of work?
Are you trained for this type of work?
I have gone. I did used to go on adventures.
Yeah, but not ship exploration. Like you never left the Empire, as far as I remember.
I will get back to you.
As far as I remember, you took small shops for the Raging Fox Guild, like apprentice level, protecting places, caravans, some explorations, cleanup, stuff like that, as far as I remember.
I will go with that until I. Yeah.
Okay. So no,
Double check.
you are not trained to work on a ship. Well, so chop everybody, and after a few moments you start to hear the whining of the ancients ramping up. The vessel starts shakily, everything shakes for a minute, and then it's as stable as any solid ground that you've ever been on top of. The vessel starts floating, and it goes back, and as it goes back, you'll hear a beep, beep, beep. It turns around, and
This vehicle is reversing. This vehicle is
it starts it starts to pick up speed really quickly in the opposite direction to Grelia. Eric, you hear once again pop pop, and
I look at Kauliki. Is she doing anything different?
what are you doing, Kaulik?
I'm just like amazed, like a little child, like amazed of what's happening. Like I am flying and I am not using my wings, and it's stable. And this little land that we were like, I consider my mind blown.
Yeah, like
Spirit,
kid in candy store.
spiritual sense.
Sure. You don't see nothing. But
That's a double negative.
I was gonna say, rather than seeing, is there like a vibe very different to Kauliki?
God, a vibe.
A very hungover vibe.
I mean, you can give me a vibe check if you want.
What's that, insight?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty good on insight. God's sake. 11.
11. Nothing feels out of the normal.
Eric, you're looking at me weirdly. What's happening?
This is the third or second time I've heard a noise coming from you. And no one else seems to hear it.
I'm pretty sure I make noise all the time. Like right now. And now.
What was the noise I heard specifically? Was it like clopping or
No. It's a pop pop.
like drum beating?
Kind of,
Probably.
but like a drum beating inside of your chest. Loudly. But apparently you are the only one that has realized it.
God. It's gonna look so fucking weird when I ask this. Kaliki. Do you mind if I Eric kind of struggles to find the words correctly for this elegantly. Do you mind if I listened to your chest for about a minute?
I'm sure. Is it something wrong with me?
I am not sure yet.
And I'm like starting.
So long as you are not feeling anything, then it's fine, but I just want to make sure it's nothing we should be worried about.
Sure.
Ear to the chest for about a full minute.
For a full minute, huh? Kauliki, give me a D100.
You hear? Exactly 50.
50.
Remember.
Okay. Eric, you start listening. Nothing. No heartbeat. Nothing.
Oh, wait.
And-
As in, like, normal person, no
No.
heartbeat, no blood, no heat, no nothing.
As in, yeah, heat, yes. But heartbeat, no. As in, especially for feline beast walkers, felines, their hearts goes faster. So you should be hearing a pop up, pop up, pop up, but nothing. And almost at the end of the minute, pop pop, Kauliki, you feel your heart moving, and it kind of startles you a little bit.
Okay.
I see what that is. That makes a lot of sense. That is very strange.
Why?
Your heartbeat is very slow, and I guess offer my chest for her to feel my heartbeat.
Give me a second. Yes, of course. If I may.
Please.
Ear to the chest.
Pop pop.
What do I
pop,
hear?
Pop pop, pop pop, pop pop.
Oh,
Pop.
that's very fast. Are you alright?
Yes, this is quite normal for us. Yours is very slow. I wonder if after your long sleep, your body is beginning to regain its functions normally, like your wings and such. But
I don't know.
do you feel any difference since?
No. I have like a little bit pain behind the eyes right now, but I don't know if that's because. Pardon me, because that's. Nope, I'm fine. Because of.
You want some water?
Do you have some?
Yes, please. Eric full on understands. Yep, she's probably hungover.
Heart only beats when she's hungover.
Yeah, and I'll drink some water. What happened after the captain came with the bottles?
You were very happy.
Oh, I'm always happy.
More so, you were happy. You were, and you were telling me about a lady who called you Celia. Not
For fuck's sake, Halina.
Kelly.
Do I?
Did you?
That's an 8.
As you say, Celia, you see. Roll me a d4, Halina.
D4?
Yeah.
Throw her off the ship.
That's a 4.
You see she falls to the ground, crawling on her knees, then stands back up as if nothing had happened, but tears flowing from her eyes, and expression is like as if she had just forgotten the last 5 seconds.
Kaldiki, did you just realize what you've done?
What happened?
You dropped to your knees and crawled around, and then got back up as though nothing happened.
I don't know.
How are you feeling?
Normal. Like, the pain behind the eyes, but normal. Quite happy, actually, but I don't know why I'm crying. Quite confused.
Have I read about behavioral triggers? Word triggers. Not word triggers. What was it called? Like some sort of hypnotic.
Microaggression.
Well, it's like that
This kind of
hypnotic.
shit.
Yeah, like
So-
sleeper agent type triggers.
So
I guess.
Eric is a smart guy, but his study field is runes and history,
Yeah.
and especially Beast Walker history.
Yeah.
So I would say no. That seems to be more of the psychology field. You can try if you want an intelligence check with disadvantage.
Oh, God's sake, fine. I will always try.
To the turtle that psychoanalyzed Gabber a few moments ago.
But I rolled a 13.
You heard, I mean, you haven't read it yourself. It's more like you were in the lounge and some of the other researchers were like, oh, I read a paper about people with PTSD. And you have like a very brief knowledge of the topic, but you know enough to kind of pinpoint what just happened.
Okay, I internalize it and say nothing to worry about, Kaliki. But other than that, you were quite jolly, to be fair, and then you fell asleep.
I hope I didn't make any mess or any.
Oh no!
No.
You compared to Gabba when she's drinking is very, very pleasant. So it's fine.
There's a player context here. Why would it? Gabba can't help it. The way she gets drunk. Leave the girl alone. Girls just want to have fun.
I can subscribe to that mentality. Oh my god, I'm such a valley girl right now. Oh my god.
No.
Where's this accent going?
Permission to throw.
Yeah. I was
off
gonna
the
say,
ship?
can I make an athletics check to chuck her off the ship,
Yeah.
please? Because that's my trigger. 21. She goes off the ship.
Okay, guys, that was a great game. Sorry, I'm going to make a new character now because I'm dead.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah.
While you guys are talking, Kaine comes with somehow freshly baked cookies. Here you go, honey. You can have one.
Me?
No, you can have two.
Thank you.
What do they smell like?
Pumpkin.
Are they offered to me?
Yeah.
Because
Kaine goes and offers freshly baked cookies for everybody.
Yeah.
you see the disgust on Gabba's face for no apparent reason. Everyone was like,
Someone's got
Gabba.
PTSD.
Update that list.
She's offering food. Don't
I
be
just
rude.
don't want any pumpkin, okay? Leave me alone.
Oh, it is okay, honey. Here, I have something more down your alley. And she brings out an ale.
Oh, God's sake.
I will roll to see if I tap them. Nat 20, I do not.
You reject the ale and... Oh no, I have failed. And you see you hear something breaking inside of Kaina, and she goes like,
Oh, God's
I'll be back. And she just
Lost
goes...
access to divine now.
She just jumps over the rails into the
Eric,
void.
Bishara, and Quotel, you hear some low sobbing coming from Kaine.
Oh no! My girl, don't! No!
Can you imagine trying to stop being alcoholic to people, other people think like,
And that's where we are going to take a break.
Martin,
Yeah.
how does one take a trigger off?
That
You look at it.
therapy. You go to therapy.
we talked to Bottle.
Apparently, Quarto is our therapist. I had no clue.
I've been watching a lot of Criminal Minds recently. It's really good.
It's something
I
that
thought you would say critical role.
if you were to have downtime, you could do it, or otherwise just keep going with the story. So
We
we'll
have
be
like
back.
4 days on the ship, right? 4 days is enough therapy.
Yeah, 4 days
If only-
flying
If only-
on the 4 days flying on the thing that metal creaks from time to time. That's a really high pitched whine, and on top of a sea of purple glowing clouds.
Purple is pretty.
Magical.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect place for therapy. Okay, so see you all guys in part 2 in right now.
Why I cut out right now?
Oh.
Okay. I just hit back, so I miss. I think I was going now.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Okay, going back. As the first day of traversing on the flying vessel, why do I keep forgetting the name that I myself created?
Nyarmas.
Nyarmas, yeah.
Nyarmas.
So as you guys keep flying on the Nyarmas, the first day is yours. What would you like to do?
Explore the ship. Find out how it flies.
Yeah, me and Kaliki had our scene already, so everyone else can.
Can I check if there's any? I know this sounds weird. Is there any lifeboats?
No. So
No.
It's just
Titanic all over again.
regular rowboats, like you untie them and they just drop down.
So in the
Like
Nyarmas,
weights of hotel balloons.
you see all of the crew is not wearing like a uniform per se. They are mostly wearing clothes of the Raging Fox Guild, except for a couple of them, the engineer and the cook that are wearing clothes of different guilds. What all of them have in common is that they all have an armband with the logo and the name of the ship. And Eric and Ephraim, probably those two, would notice that there are some runes etched on the fabric. Magical runes.
Well, I want to know what they are.
You can roll an Arcana check.
A big 07!
Yeah, it's some sort of basic spell. You don't know what it is.
Oh, it's probably Featherfall.
You don't know what it is.
Throw on the crew just to see what happens.
So, other than that, the captain,
Lafroth.
I have it written here.
I keep calling him lactose or lactate.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like that.
Captain Lactate.
I think. Oh, fuck's sake. Worst DM ever. So, Captain Lacte is mostly in the upper deck. You are not allowed entry into the upper deck, but if you see from outside, it is mostly covered in windows. Seems to be some sort of magical reinforced crystal. There's a big chair, and in the center there seems to be a floating sphere made out of like sand flying and turning around. You don't really get much detail because when you try to enter, a crew member will say, sorry, idiots, you cannot enter here.
Don't give me the option of a mysterious room we can't go into. Don't. Oh, for God's sake. What's my stuff?
Once you... The main deck is mostly open, has some places where weapons could be bolted, but right now there's nothing. It looks as if this vessel was fitted mostly for speed right now, rather than survival. The crew is just working around, tying knots, making it clean. There are like 4 lookouts, one in every side of the ship, looking out. They seem to be using some sort of looking glass, but the looking glass is surrounded by magical circles. So yeah, what do you want to do, Callum?
Can I ask Visha? Visha, I know this sounds weird, but don't ask why. Can you just keep a mind tap on me and let me know if any guards come towards this door?
Why?
He literally just said,
I
don't ask any questions.
I will do it because I have nothing better to do. But why?
Because I got a feeling there's something really interesting behind this door, and curiosity, as they say, does kill the cat. So I'm going to save Kauliki's life by doing it myself. I'm going to have a look.
There's literally one other
Good
cat
enough.
there. Four
Good
other
enough for me.
cats there.
All right. I will open a mind link towards Kara.
Can I try and stealth through the door, please? I can't believe that worked.
There are 4 crew members and the captain inside, on the other side of a crystal door, looking at you, going like
Yeah.
this.
I can still sound stealthic, surely. Anything is possible. If we
Not
believe.
playing one if I believe I
They
can
are
do it.
looking straight at you.
But you said there was whirling sand and stuff. So how could they be looking straight at me?
In the center of the room.
What do you see? Where you at?
So you said I can't, there's no way I could possibly stealth?
They are looking at you. It's the only entrance and it's made out of crystal.
Yeah. Maybe a strong breeze blew the door open and I got in. You can't see me.
Give me,
Have you seen?
give me a
Have you
stealth-
seen this? What's that? Have you seen the spider? The spider meme. He goes dig, 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 dig. If I can't see you, then you can't see me.
Give me a stealth check with like 5 disadvantages, but no, because
Right,
that
okay.
doesn't exist in 5th edition.
15.
Yeah, no.
16.
So
18. I got +3 mine, so 11. 7. Ooh. And that's 20. So 7. So 7.
So-
10.
So 10.
I meant like just 1 disadvantage, but sure.
Oh.
Oh,
I can do it. I can do it again. Just to.
no. You've set yourself an
So
expectation.
you all try to start opening the door. Like they are just looking at you. The captain kind of looks and points at you and laughs a little bit. But after a couple of minutes of you trying to stealthily opening the door, one of the captain comes and goes like, "Orc lady, part of the idiots. You cannot be here."
You don't see me.
Oh,
I do.
but I see you. You're here, and he
You do not
slaps
see
at.
me.
He kind of lightly slaps you. See, I see you. I can touch you. You're here.
Ah, this is all part of your imagination. Can I do a persuasion check to see if he sees me?
Sure. Perception with disadvantage.
Oh. 17.
Well, okay. I'm starting to understand why they call you the idiots.
So you don't see me?
He looks around. Guys, do you see anybody here?
Can I do a stealth check to see if they see me?
The moment he turns around.
One of them goes like, yeah, and another one puts their hand. No, we don't see anybody, so I'm just going to slap this door really strong.
Can I do an athletics check to see if it hits?
For fuck's sake. You get the door slapped on your face.
I talked in my head. I think they're hiding something in there. They won't.
Yeah.
They don't. They don't think that they can't see me. But I know they can't see me.
What if we start with the engines? Because that's the control room, I think. But the ship has engines, so maybe we can find out from there what they're hiding.
Good idea. I'm gonna walk towards the engine room.
All right, I will join you.
You go down to the lower decks.
Don't endorse that.
After you lower the stairs, the vessel is divided in 2 sections underneath. The one to what would be the right, I never get the names of the ships, like naval names.
Port and starboard.
Yeah, sure. Whichever one of those is the right. It is just like living quarters, hammocks, chests, To the left, on the far side of the ship, there's like a connection from the living quarters to a small kitchen, and the other side, from the kitchen to where the stairs are, is like some sort of storage / working room, where you see the engineer guy fidgeting and fixing some sort of swords and spears and stuff like that. He seems to have some other mechanical contraptions on top of a bench. And then what would be the back of the ship is behind a closed door. And it's like a very regal metallic door etched with like small brass lines forming some sort of dragon face on the top.
Can we go? Can we try and pick
towards the door? Try the door.
Yeah. Can we try and? I'm gonna
It's
look.
locked.
I'm like just in my head. I'll be like, let's try and open this door somehow. Can I? I have thieves' tools. Can I use?
Is there a keyhole?
There's people moving here constantly.
I'll
Is
put
there
my
a
cloak up.
keyhole
so
in the door, or a crack, or something?
Nope.
Can I stealth?
You can stealth. Crap. You are stealthing in the middle of a busy hallway.
I'll get Vishal to like hold a blanket around me, and then I'll try and pick the door.
There's no hole
How is
to
this
pick.
door? I was just
Oh, there's
saying.
no hole to pick. Oh.
How is this door closed? Is this like just a wall of how you're supposed to open it? Can we see that?
No,
Can I punch a hole in the door?
there seems to be like a small recess between the wall and the door.
Can I peek through it, or is it not open?
Nope.
Can I? Would a very strong person theoretically be able to put their fist through this door?
I will
It's
murder you
a
if they
big
kill
metal
us.
door.
Oh, it's metal. Oh, okay. Not even Gab would be that stupid to punch a hole through metal.
Really?
Oh,
Really? I mean, you surprised me.
Surely,
You
like-
could, I don't know, try, I guess.
What
I
are
mean,
you
what's
doing?
what's the worst that can happen?
Can I run the
Literal
full length of the ship and try and go into the door?
I will give you guidance.
Martin, please do something for me.
At the
If
beginning
she
of the
fails
session,
that, no. If she fails that, please knock her out.
at the beginning of the game, I said that is today going to be the TPK. I was
Yes.
right.
Please knock her out.
Wait.
Gala-
Please.
Wait, Gabba, you're running like the whole length of the ship to ram into this thing.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. You would need to crouch down and avoid all of the hammocks.
I can do athletics and I can do a acrobatics check if needs be.
Do an
Am I
athletics check.
nearby?
Guidance.
Do an athletics check with
So
guidance.
what does guidance give me as well? That's just 1d4,
Ed-
yeah?
Ed- D4, yeah.
Additional D4.
28! Let's go!
Quattle, you are. Where are you?
Probably like in like the hammock space with Rollin, just keeping an eye, and keeping an eye on everybody else. that's a
So
bit out of it.
I like to imagine that Ephraim is with the engineering guy, just
Yeah.
steers whatever's going on behind.
Ephraim is probably fidgeting something mechanical with the engineer guy in the storage room. Kotal, you saw Ephraim came to check on Rollin a couple of times. And you are in the living quarters, and out of nowhere you see Gaba furiously coming and trying to push like some hammocks away. There are a couple of crew members sleeping, and they go like, "What the fuck?" You see Vishar standing next to the door that is secured, metallic big door, right? No hole, no nothing. Vishar, I'm curious, what kind of face do you have, right?
Face. Probably interested and slightly amused.
Okay. Eric, Kauliki, you go down to the living quarters to get some stuff from wherever, and all of you see Gaba running, Naruto run.
I immediately stick my glaive out.
Hold person.
No. Gaba comes. You have no time. You are just lowering the stairs, and you see Gaba. Naruto run. Gaba, you roll the 28.
Yeah.
I want you to make a strength check.
Ooh, okay.
Wait, I will use my Cosmic Omen, so you can add a d6, which I will roll now. No, it's an additional 1, so good luck.
28.
28 again.
Yeah, I don't 19.
Boom. Everybody that was kind of awake was like, what the fuck, we under attack? After everybody stops, you see Gaba knocked on the door as a reflective shell activated and Gaba was flown away like 5 meters.
For me? On the...
Yeah.
Wait.
You are
So
flown back because there was a magic shield shielding the door.
You see the engineering guy, which is the insectoid beetle, goes, everybody okay? Oh, okay.
Don't mind her. She will learn.
I'm the king of the world!
Maybe it will
Queen,
work the second
darling,
time.
queen.
Nah, king's better. King's a rogue at the moment.
Okay, so you all guys know this is a kind of pseudo-military ship, right? And we don't have a holding cell, so don't make the captain angry.
Ah, so you're only a pseudo good at your job then, buddy. And what?
Mario Bell.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is wrong with you?
Ah, shut up, drunk cat.
Ooh. Okay, you guys can figure your whatever is going on amongst you. I need to check on the ancient, and he
Wait.
blinks like a ring, and the door opens.
Oh,
he
don't
just
show her
he just
that.
goes inside. You guys can look inside. There's like this big like
I will follow him or her or it or whatever.
what?
Them.
Do you want to go inside?
I will follow the engineer inside the engine room. I want to see.
Oh, as soon as you try, he goes like, "Oh no, sorry, you cannot stay. You cannot stay here. Please go back."
Yeah, I can. I just want to look.
He
to come.
he goes and
Persuaded.
he hits he crouches on the finger, and everybody hears saying, "Wee, wee, wee." Everybody grabs weapons. Everybody that was on the lower deck. And as Bishar, you turn around, you see like 10 guys pointing bows at you.
I pull out my warhammer. Let's dance.
What are you doing? What is going on?
Please go back. You cannot be inside of the ancient room. This is super against protocol.
I telepathically say to Vishar, right, we could take over the ship and we can become pirates.
And who would we take down? There's almost no ships to attack. Almost
Ah,
no.
that doesn't matter. But we have a ship.
Can I
What
insight
is
check
so-
Gamma?
Sure.
Like, is this normal apart from the usual shittery going on?
What do you
20.
Pardon?
20.
you'll notice if you watch that video I put in the Discord channel, that is Gabba right now. She's got cabin fever. She's losing her mind.
Okay, I go up and I say, looks like the moniker the idiots is sticking. Please do not shoot them. Gabba,
I will turn. Oh, sorry.
you have what we call cabin fever.
Arr, the captain be right. Give us your scope. Otherwise, we'll be cutting your head off the plank you go.
I will attempt to cast chess recommendation at her again.
Okay, roll a d6.
I want to specifically try and get the spooky pumpkins again, just to like subdue her, but you know, who knows?
You have no control over it.
Yeah. But I got my wish. I got a 2.
Okay. Same thing happens. Pumpkin,
I this
Gabba.
time more control over the pumpkins.
Gabba,
I
wisdom
shoved the
saving throw.
pumpkin into, yeah.
This time,
15.
everything. No, she passes it. Eric goes
Arr, you pumpkin have no
into your
power
mouth.
on ye.
You hear the captain, Lacte, comes down. Okay, idiots. Here's the thing. If you are in my ship, I take care of you. But if you violate more protocols, you are going off the board because I don't have a holding cell. So
How
either
many people are on this boat?
like 15. So
Hey, we can all take them. It's 6 3 16, 2 each, and I'll give you the gold myself.
So either control the idiots, or I will do something about it.
Ha! I'd like to see you do it, you bastard.
Couldn't come up with a better insult.
I was going to call him a small man, but I couldn't think of it.
Gabba,
Arr.
is anything stuck in your throat? Why are you trying? Or are you trying to sound like something else that you are not?
Arr, me lass. We're pirates now. We got the sound.
Eric, Vishal, and Quotl, you see Turas is walking towards Gaba, covered with the rest of the crowd.
I'm stepping back and not.
I'm just ignoring everything going on behind me and just talking to the engineer guy. Just like, look, what's so secret behind this door that you just can't let me, an interested party, take a look? I won't touch anything, I promise.
You need permission from the captain. It's like important. If anything happens to this, we are going down. You cannot barge in.
All right.
Look, I can go and show you something shiny over there. Gaba, what's your AC?
Don't insult me.
You are muted.
Darling.
Sorry, I was laughing too much. My AC is 16.
Okay, so with the 16 on a die, plus whatever she has, you are grabbed by the neck by Turas. She pulls you really close to her face and goes like, you bloody idiot. Snap out of it, and she pop, pop, like two slight open hand slap into your face.
Does a 17 hit?
Yep.
I go for an uppercut.
Get your hands off me, you damn wench!
Old person.
Okay. hold person, so this is with advantage. Once again, a 16. This time, straight fist to the face.
No,
You-
hold person on Gabba.
I know. This is Turas hitting Gaba With-
Gabba, you make me a save first of all.
for 5 points of damage.
14.
No, fail.
Turas
Well, you
goes.
fail. Oh, I fail.
You fail.
Oh.
You're holding.
Listen here, you idiot. Do you want to be thrown out of the board and all of your friends, the idiots here?
No, don't ask her that. She will ask.
Oh,
She will
you
ask
can
you.
try,
You can't
but
speak.
you'll
Shut
never
up.
take me alive.
You can't speak.
I will officially. I will officially be not associated with this idiocy.
Turas goes like, oh, for fuck's sake, and she goes and she deep kisses Gaba. And she goes, what? Snap out of it, you idiot. And she punches you again on the face now that you are distracted. For
I could
6,
throw up, but I can't, obviously.
for a total of 16.
What?
What just happened?
That's going to be
Uh,
an additional 6 points of damage of punch to the
Everyone has
face.
gone mad on this.
I think they both gone mad.
At this point, I turn around, like, what the hell are you guys doing? What's going on?
I have no clue.
You see-
You just hear Gabba going.
This time.
Do we have some manacles or something like that? Wait, I think I saw some.
Turas will probably grab some rope or something if Cowlick doesn't have manacles and start tying Gaba up and goes like,
Nope.
don't kill the idiot, I will deal with her.
Am I still being held?
Oof.
It's a minute.
Natural 20 on a sleight of hand for tying a knot.
Wait.
Sorry,
Wait.
survive.
You two like now tied the knot? Okay, I'm just me, cool.
If anything, that's a forced marriage. I don't want any part of this. I'm being held person. I'm being tied against my will. What's going on here? I just wanted to rob a ship.
So, Gaba, you are completely tied up with a natural 20.
Gabba, if I release you, will you come to your senses and do not do anything that will get us killed?
Am I still held person?
How do you expect her to answer that question?
Blink once for yes, blink twice for no.
Can you
I
make...
rapidly blink.
That's a no, Kaliki.
She will
Well, a lot
not.
of yeses.
Yeah, so keep holding until she learns her lesson.
Well,
Oh, I
yeah,
can
of
hold
course, that's what the
just
ropes
1
are for. Yeah,
Just
a
1
minute is enough, kitten. The ropes will hold her in place.
Oh, don't call me kitten.
Okay, sure, little one.
I released the spell. Gabba.
If you kiss me again, I'll fucking rip your head off, you bastard!
And I just started going into like just crazy, ragey, incoherent messes.
Hands on your cheeks. You're looking at me right now. Gabba. Please don't get me killed.
Are you a pirate? You're on my side and you won't die.
I am a pirate who wants to stay alive on the ship that we
Why are you
already
changing your accent for?
Because you just change your accent.
This is my accent.
No, it's not your accent.
Yeah, but do you know how
What?
to how
It
to
changed
sail
again.
a ship?
Say that again?
Do you know how to sail the ship?
Yarr, yes. Like riding a cow.
Walk me through the intricacies, please.
What?
How do you go step by step?
Intricacies.
How do you fly the ship?
You grab the wheel and you point with a don't ask your captain questions. Insubordination.
Captain Lacte goes, well, first of all, you are terribly wrong, as
Don't
this
tell
doesn't
her.
have a wheel.
You'll be the first to walk the plank.
Captain Latte, until she can answer every step and correctly say which steps are which, well, and I kind of lean down and I say, let's make this quote unquote a game. We'll make a deal with her. Every day, once a day, she can go and attempt to tell us how she flies the ship. If she gets it right, in the unlikely event that she does, you can always lie to her anyway. Hopefully this will keep her under control. Otherwise you could trick her into saying a rabbit or bunny.
A
Do I
what?
hear any of this?
I'm starting.
It will calm her.
I'll be dead.
I'm starting to see why you chose your name. Really adequate. Kudos on that one. So keep in mind, my patience runs low. We
You
may.
can throw her off. With no part,
No, that's certainly an option. Let's try to keep that one out. But if things escalate again, that will be an option. And for you, Mr. White, pale skin, long dark hair, whatever is your name.
What? Me? Yeah? What?
Yes.
Sorry?
You are not authorized to go into restricted areas, as you are a visitor in my ship. But behave well, and the time that we reach back land, I may show you how it works. Well, more like he will. I'm not tech savvy.
Alright. Very fun.
And I mean all of you behave well, including this one, the prime idiot.
I'm still rolling on the floor.
Turas is sitting on top of you.
Of course she is.
And you know what? She lets go of a fart on your face.
As we know, the Gabba can vomit and throw up and all that stuff. So I don't know.
Is the situation resolved, or do I need to enforce some action?
I think for now we are fine.
It's just gone.
Okay.
Reason number 5, why did Erasmus die?
I will be most certain to request a holding cell once we upgrade this hunk of metal at some point.
Please do.
Now then, if you shall excuse me. And he goes back to the upper deck.
I stay with Gabba. Gabba?
Arr.
Would you please tell me a story from your tribe? Something that can take your mind off here. I don't know anything about anything. I don't know why I'm like this. I don't know why you're like this. Why people apparently don't like you. Why you apparently don't like people. And
I love people. I
and
just don't like 2 people in particular. I can't help it, they name characters.
but can you tell me a story that perhaps your mom or your mother or your father told you when you were little? Just anything that's not out of her.
You notice Gabba would stop as soon as you said mother and father. And almost snap out of it. You probably see it. I know this. You see it go like a white, but like a bluish white. And she says, maybe another time. You'll notice the accent is gone. She's kind of calm. And then she kind of stays off.
Turas looks at you, Kaulik, and goes like, "She has mommy issues. I can deal with that."
No. I think we have her under control. I don't know what you've been doing this whole time, but I think you can go now.
I'm keeping my lover under control.
You what?
You heard me.
I have a stalker.
But I'm sorry if I said something wrong.
No response.
Leave her, Kauliki. If she does not wish to speak further, that's her prerogative.
Just a soft little hand on your shoulder or whatever is free to touch, and I'll go.
I can't do anything. I'm hog-tied and I've got farted on.
Just imagine tied up like a worm.
Yeah.
Turas will carry you like a princess and drop you on top of a hammock. Now they're cool for a little bit. I'll be back for you in a couple of hours.
Is the mind link to Vishar still open?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Sick.
Vishar, if you can hear me, get me the fuck out of this bondage before she comes back, please.
Well, if I do, the captain told me if I behaved, he would show me the engines. So, I'm kind of inclined to let you lay there, bound, still.
I'll remember this.
Unless there's something you can offer me in return, of course.
A ship! A damn ship!
All right. And I will suffer the mind link.
You just hear Gabba just going like, hello?
Screaming
Hello
into the
there.
void.
I am here, Mistress Kavatutalu.
I'm not you.
Oh,
Useless
okay.
at this moment. Go back to sleep.
Of course, Mistress Kavatutalu. Beep, beep, beep.
I think at this point, Vishar will just lay down in one of the hammocks, and seeing as the hammocks are probably one of the only things that are not made of metal, he will just use Druidcraft to summon random flowers and stuff around him on other hammocks, because he really is very bored on top of the ship.
The first day goes by without any further issues. For the first day,
I would like to time my heartbeat, please, during the day.
Sure. You had 19 heartbeats in all the day.
Nice.
More than you are used to. So, for the first day, the ship doesn't touch land, and it seems to continue going without any sign of stopping. On the second day, the beetle, you see he comes out of the upper deck, and a few minutes later, the captain comes out and goes like, "Okay, mates, it is time for us to find some place to let the old metal-y hunk take a rest and recharge its batteries. For you idiots, this is the moment that we enter the 50-50 I told you about. So keep your eyes out and let's find a patch of land so that we don't go down the clouds. This is where I need one of you to roll me a d6.
I do it.
All right.
4.
4, okay. And then I want all of you to roll me a survival. to see if you can help
survival.
find a patch of land.
Can I get? Would I be disadvantaged because I'm kind of looking through a peephole because I'm being tied?
Did we complete another long rest? Because then my
Yes.
exhaustion would be gone. All right.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not longer exhausted. And do I get my spell slot back?
You get to roll a Constitution saving throw. Kotal, while you
Natural
were
one,
sleeping,
for a total of 7.
16?
yeah. The second, no, you don't. It is a DC 20.
Right, unnatural 20.
Am I doing
Okay.
it at disadvantage or am I okay?
Did anybody let go of Kava?
No,
I would
No.
expect.
I would not have.
Would Kauliki have just let me go because
No.
she felt sorry
Okay.
for me?
No, you roll with
I
disadvantage.
will, I
then.
will be with you.
Ah,
I would be
Um,
with you.
I'm just gonna say you all lost a natural 20 there.
Kotal,
For a
while you were
natural one.
sleeping,
Oh, you all deserve this.
you kept seeing the two figures there, just like one laying on a hammock and the other one kind of pushing them to swivel. So Eric with a dirty 20 is
Unnatural.
the biggest one.
No, 23. 24. 9?
Uh,
25. I have plus 6, 25.
Going once, going
Natural
twice.
20 for
25.
25.
Sold to Kalike.
So you both got the same 25. Okay. Kaoliki, you are on the lower deck, so you see from far behind what seems to be a big enough patch of land. All of this time that you have been flying over the Sea of Clouds, you've been seeing from time to time some sort of drifter land. But most of them were like too small or too covered in trees or something. So you just like ignore them and kept going. It's not like Grelia, which was like a 20-kilometer wide place. Most of them are hundreds of meters, and that's it. But you have become kind of used to measuring distance in this place, so you know that something far away will be really small. Still, you gosh, okay, something this far away, okay, the mist, it's probably this big. A kind of rule of thumb, right? So from the lower decks you see one thing that could be kind of medium size, and the moment that you are going to yell that you saw it, Quotl takes the lead and goes like, I see something! So Quotl, you see a patch of land, a couple of do the flying vessels use nautic miles?
Probably.
It's your world, man.
Probably.
Sure. So everybody starts going towards this patch of land, a couple of clicks away. And as you guys approach, it's mostly like a grassland. It has a tiny slope, and the ship just and lands on top of this small one. It's maybe like 2 kilometers wide. It's not that big, but for the time being, everything seems to be calm as the ship is recharging. The captain goes, okay, idiots, you can go explore if you'd like, or you can stay here, do whatever you want. Right now you don't work for me, so be free to do whatever you want.
Am I tied up still?
Probably.
Gabba? If you promise me, like pinky promise, that you will not do anything stupid.
It's like asking Gabba to not exist at all.
No. You'd have a somber response, saying, I promise.
Okay, can I insight check that?
Sure.
I'll tell you, I'm upset. Nothing more. Just, I'm not with it. I'm upset.
I'm sorry that we tied you up, and I will try to untie the knot. I am not wasting.
Good roll.
Can I do a sleight of hand check to see if it was already undone? Just to make quite tall.
Sure, you need to beat like a 24.
Can I be the 24?
Disadvantage because you're working it from the inside.
I can only get a 23.
Yeah, no. It was a nat 20
Oh, no.
plus 4.
Would the guidance still have been in effect?
No,
it's
No.
a minute.
it's a minute.
And it's also a one-time use, so you already used it on the previous one.
Kaulik is just the claw, and that's it.
You see Gabba rub her wrists and just start walking up the upper deck and just be like, I'm just going to go for a walk.
Fisher will stand up and just say, I will join you. And you see that, like, within a 10 feet radius of what I consider to be my hammock, every surface that is vaguely livable for plants is covered in flowers and plants and other kinds of stuff.
Oh, by the time Kaulike has a flower crown.
Sure.
Any requests?
So you guys go disembark the ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys start exploring this patch of land, leaving the Nayarmas behind. It's not that big. It seems to be right now mostly grassland. A couple of trees, a low altitude slope going a little bit down, but what is most interesting about this place is perhaps what seems to have been a wall broken in half. There's a wall going, and suddenly the edge of the drifterland. You all guys can give me an investigation check and tell me if you are looking for anything in particular. Ephraim will roll nature because he is going to be looking for ingredients, plants, stuff like that.
Can I just do a basic perception check? Just
Sure.
by looking around. I know,
Yeah.
actively investigating. 19. Oh, no, that's a
Okay.
lie. 21.
21, okay.
History.
I will also do perception.
I'll use my archaeological background and kind of look around, understand the function and natures of the buildings.
Sure.
22 on perception.
Can I
22,
try
okay.
to sniff out anything magical?
How?
Cats have very keen senses.
Check the island.
Can I get a vibe check of the island?
No.
Like, I don't know. Then I'm just looking.
Yeah. Cat basking in the sun. And what about you, David?
I would like to use my historical architectural knowledge to find out what the hell this thing is and why it's here.
Okay, so 2 perceptions, 2 histories. 1 nature. Okay. So Ephraim will come back with a basket. You guys are going to spend like 2 or 3 hours here. Not that long, because the thing, the captain Lacte would explain as soon as you are about to touch. The problem, the main reason why the Empire doesn't bring back all of these smaller pieces of land is that they are really unstable. So the ship is pretty heavy. And it's happened in the past that when they start to put weight on a small piece of land, it just falls all the way down. So that's why they are going to stay here for only 2 hours. That's pretty much what they tell you. So Ephraim will come back with a basket full of 4 different ingredients, which I'm going to send him later. Bishara and Gava, you take a stroll around. You look. There's mostly what seems to have been some sort of house with a lower wall. Everything is kind of overgrown. Nobody has been living here at least for the last 60 years, ever since the Great Fall happened. There are not that many animals right now, but you do find a lot of nests of birds. So, Bishar, you get the feeling that this place is probably used as a stop for migrating birds. Gaba, what you do find is some sort of swirling patterns in the grass, as if markings. Koto and Eric, you focus yourselves on the fallen wall and the remainders of what could have been a house long abandoned. And indeed, this seems to have been some sort of farmhouse. You don't find anything in particular, but based on the construction and the type of materials that they use, you get the feeling that this was probably part of an independent thing. No part of any of the big cities, just somebody living in the middle of nowhere trying to stay away from everything. That's what your conclusion, mostly.
Can I do an history check on the spiral, maybe, to see if it resembles anything I read before? Like read up on or know about?
As you start looking at the swirly patterns, it seems like 3 lines going from thick to thin, and they seem to swirl around. There seems to be like a hole, like a sphere in the center. Give me a history check. I will allow it for you.
Would I recognize the spirals as something a animal of some kind would do?
No.
16.
16. You recognize this mark. In fact, you look at your bracer, and in one of the air stones, it's etched into it. So it seems to be a rune that shares some similarity with your bracer.
Could I have a shovel on me. Can I dig in the center of the room?
Yep, sure. You spend some time digging. How you start going, there's always the fear digging that you will reach the other side.
It's like Minecraft. You obviously dig a little bit to the side. And
Don't dig down.
Yeah, you just don't dig straight down.
Kind of.
Kava, what are you doing?
Come on.
There's a mark, and I point to my bracer. That mark was on this ground. I just want to see if there's anything in. If is there something in like below it? Like they dug treasure underneath it. I don't know what this. It's just double checking. At the end of the day, I don't know what this rune is, so I'm just more curious.
All
Than anything.
right.
We got 2 hours to kill.
Can I activate my eyes and try to see something within this mark
Sure.
or hole or whatever?
You don't see anything, but looking around, you see Eric is filled with lesser spirits coming from his neck. The book is completely covered in very bright spirits. You do see. Let me check. This is what I need to mark every time that you use this. So, Bishar.
You see my eyes glow.
4.
You see my eyes glow.
You see
see
Gava's
my-
eyes glow,
yeah.
but Gava's eyes are no longer bluish, watery lesser spirits. They are something else that you don't recognize.
I glow.
Kauliki glows in all sort of colors. You see beneath, like around Kotal's ankles. It's not lesser spirits, it's something else. You don't really know what it is, but you feel something there grabbing him. Kotal, you are walking with the two children shapes, silhouettes, holding onto your ankles and dragging behind. And you look to the ground and you don't see anything where Gava is digging, but as she keeps digging, you start seeing some of the spirits, especially around Gava's eyes, start to fall and try and go to where she's shoveling.
Curious. I don't sense anything down there, but there does seem to be a connection of some kind.
Well, you got 2 hours to kill.
Just try to not dig through the island to the other side.
I'll try my best. Don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon.
Half an hour goes by. Kaine comes down with this time is going to be some sort of pretzel covered in something that resembles honey, but you are most certain that there's no honey in this island.
It's goblin milk.
And some mugs with ale. Those of you that take the ale will realize that it is cold. She doesn't offer ale to Gava. And Gava...
Does she offer me a pretzel?
Yeah, but doesn't give it to you on your hand, most like leaves a plate close by to you. And goes like...
I'll still say thank you. Thank you.
Of course, dear. Make sure to don't throw your dirt onto the food. I kind of work really hard for that. An hour goes by. The hole is as big as Gava. Gava, you are shoveling and you hear a plum as you impact against something sturdy.
Guys, I found something. I'll really see me lift my shovel out, start waving it.
What is it?
I'm immediately.
Something hard, something heavy. I'm gonna try and lift it out. I'm guessing I'm gonna try and lift it out.
Can I first? And I'll produce my mage hand, and I just like put the dirt away so that we can be sure that there's nothing dangerous. Like try to lift it with the hand.
Yeah, sure. As you get all of the dirt out, you see something that resembles a chest with the same markings, the same like 3 spherical lines on top of it. And you start to... If you keep going a little bit on the side, you know that you will reach the end of this place.
I think if we remove or move the chest, we will go through the island.
I shoot my chains up, and I like go up. See the hole was there. They go up and they like cling at the thing. I'm like, can you hold both? If anyone's there, whoever's there, can you both hold on the side of this? I'm gonna pull. I want you to hold me.
I am not strong enough.
Can
Eric!
Can you shout out just to hold?
Yeah. After taking some notes, come to what are we doing here?
Just
pulling
hold
this
on.
chest. Yeah, hold on to my chains. I'm gonna try and swing this up on top of the, almost like a pirouette act. So like I'll swing the chest on top of the hole, and then if I fall down, obviously you can hold me, and then I'll try and pull myself up with my chains.
Alright, cool. I will take your chains, wrap it round my forearm, and hold. Actually, I'll grab my glaive and anchor myself into the ground
And I will be a dead weight. So if they go, I add to the weight, so they maybe not go over the edge. Like literally, I'm just sitting on the floor, being a weight around one of I don't know, Eric's legs. I don't know, like being a dead weight. I
Sure.
can't do much, but I can be of help.
Okay.
Heavy.
Gava, last thing I will say before you open this chest. Kotl, as you were rummaging through what used to be a house, you find some bones that have tusks. So you match them to what would have been an orc. Gava, you open the chest. Inside of the chest, you see a single piece of armor that belongs to a pauldron, adorned in very similar details to the gauntlet that you have.
I'll pull the chest armor up.
As soon as you grab it, the earth falls. The weight of the chest is too much. The chest falls all the way down. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Uh, 22.
You, with all the help of your party, you manage to stand still. Don't fall. Don't lose your balance. You are hanging on a hole, looking to the sea of clouds that's maybe like 20 meters beneath you, and you have a piece of the armor set that you are looking for. And that's where we are going to finish tonight's episode.
Can I not get out the hole?
Hey, I found bones.
Hey, I found a very depressed Gabba.
So, good game, everybody. The story is going forward, and we'll be back in 2 weeks.
We are on the ship. We moved from the island. Let's go 25 episodes on the ship.
No, not 25. That's too
The
much.
true Camden fever.
Let's go.
I
10
haven't even
episodes on
got
the
it
ship.
to the second day yet. Complete.
So, we'll be back in 2 weeks, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the game, and see you soon.